we are back to testing out the trigger. Today is 1 day post trigger. I am testing with both a pregnancy test and an OPK, just because I want to test out the trigger shot on my HCG, so for the pregnancy, but also I took an OPK last night, so I want to compare what last night looked like to today, what it will look like compared to tonight, so I can sort of gauge, like, was last night me or the HCG shot, because that supposedly doesn't hit your system till 24 to 36 hours. So these two are from today. Here is a clearly positive pregnancy test and a pretty positive OPK. Comparing that to the one from last night. This is last night. Looks about the same to me. So that's where we're at, 1 day post trigger. Buenos dias. So we are at cycle day 18. Another trigger. I know you're not gonna be able to see this, but I'm putting it up anyway. There is, oh, it looks really negative there. It's definitely not that negative, but yeah, I'll just show you a picture. And at this point, I would say this is probably the most positive OPK. I will bring them down here and compare them. Please hold. Okay, so this is cycle day 18. This is my pregnancy test and the OPK. And I know it's hard to tell, but there is definitely a second line still in that pregnancy test. And then let me bring this OPK over. It's hard to tell. So this is from 17th, is from yesterday, obviously. I would say that one's probably the most positive. It's still testing positive this morning. I only triggered 48 hours ago, so that makes sense. And then this was the OPK from the night after I triggered. So that's my OPK progression as of right now. We shall see what tomorrow brings. Wish me luck. One thing. I, this morning, was feeling, I don't know if it was like a twinge or something, but I felt something definitely. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't remember feeling anything like that last time. My dog is barking. Anyway, we shall see if officially, I mean, we've been in the 2-week wait now for 48 hours, but the days are going so slowly. Hi, welcome back. Cycle day 20. Today is Monday. Trigger on Thursday, so 1, 2, 3, 4 days past trigger. To be honest with you, I almost didn't record this because the pregnancy test is so barely positive that the likelihood that you're going to be able to see this either in video or, yeah, that looks negative on screen. I promise I don't have line eyes. It genuinely, I'll try and take a picture, but it's there. I can see it. I'm a little nervous because I don't remember exactly, but I think that last time it took longer for the pregnancy tests to get this faint. So hoping that doesn't mean something changed or something is different. Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of stressing me out. And then here's my very positive looking still OPK. I don't understand it. It's stressing me out. And this happened last time too, where the OPK just looked incredibly positive for like a week. So trying to be graceful and not freak out, but I'm not great at it. Not great at the not freaking out, to be honest with you. I think that I'm gonna have to wait the full 14 days this time to test. Last time, once I tested out the trigger, which I have a feeling tomorrow or the next day, we're gonna see a negative pregnancy test. So then I stop testing out the trigger. And then I wait, supposedly until day 14. Last time, day 11, was the first time I got a positive, because I couldn't help myself. And actually, technically, day 14 is Wednesday, so 13, 12. Yeah, so 11 was like the faintest positive line. The 12th was like a more sturdy date. But I don't know, I'm nervous to test early and then like psych myself out. So we shall see. I probably have like 2 or 3 days of trigger left, and I'll post this and then we wait. If you have any baby dust to send, please send it to my uterus. That was so weird. I'm sorry. Okay, bye. Okay, so here are these. The positive OPK, and I hope you can see that. There's definitely a line right there. These little cheapies. Good morning, YouTube. It is so early. It's like 5, but I just woke up, so I figured I'd test. Just waiting for the stuff to process. I'm gonna take my prenatal and my baby aspirin. I'm a big baby about taking pills, so everything I have is chewable. No, everything that comes. Everything that can be chewed is. I don't know what it is, but I'm not great at taking pills. So today is cycle day 22. A little Target chewable baby aspirin. Six days post trigger. Tomorrow is 1 week. And you'll recall that I didn't even think I would test today because yesterday seemed so faint. Here I am, testing anyway. Yesterday the OPK seemed pretty clearly negative, which it should be. It should have been negative for days. It always freaks me out that it stays positive so long. But the pregnancy test was a squinter. Yesterday was a squinter, and if I posted the picture of it that I took, I tried taking pictures for like 7 minutes to get one where like you could even see a line on camera, and it was really difficult. So, okay, let me grab them. So, OPK still looks sort of positive. Not, but it's not. There's no way. It's been almost a week. And this one actually looks a little more positive than yesterday's. Oh my god, this is going to be such a mindfuck for me. Okay. There's a faint line. You're not going to be able to see it. I'm like fairly certain. Yeah, look how negative that guy looks. I promise I'm not crazy. Hold on, I'm going to need to compare. So I'm looking at yesterday's pregnancy test versus today's. Yeah, I mean, I fully... I don't know what to think about this. Maybe my yesterday urine was just not very strong? That doesn't make sense. This is why people don't test out the trigger, because it's a mindfuck and it gets you all crazy. But to be fair, I think I would have been all crazy anyway. Also, I don't know if I said this on Monday, cycle day, or 4 days post-trigger, but actually when I got acupuncture on Monday, I used to do acupuncture before I started seeing a fertility specialist just because I felt like I needed to do something toward my fertility, and that felt like a thing I could do. And it's expensive. It's $80 per visit, but then my insurance copay, I then have to like bill it to insurance. I'm waiting for the insurance company to refund me. So it's just like $30. But first I have to shell out $80 per visit. And I hadn't gone since before I saw my fertility specialist, and it was good. It was good to do something relaxing. It helped with my anxiety a lot. And if nothing else, extra blood flow can't hurt, right? She knew exactly where I was in my cycle. She knew that we were in the 2-week wait. So the points that she chose were specific to that. So maybe that will help. I don't know. And then yesterday, 5 days post-trigger, we were at the movies last night, and I swear I just felt like some like weird cramping on my left side, but that doesn't even make sense because the eggs or the follicles were both on my right side. So I don't know what this means. I don't know what anything means. Today is confusing. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow is 7 days. 7 days last time was the first time that I got an actual negative pregnancy test before I got the positive. That was a loud car. Before I got the positive on day 11. So, and now a train. Okay, I'm saying goodbye. Okay, the time has come. Today is cycle day 23, and it is 7 days post-trigger. And this is a very negative pregnancy test. I didn't even bother with an OPK this morning because obviously it's done. So yeah, that is the end of me testing out the trigger. I have to say, I'm a little bit in denial about cycle day 22 on whether that faint line is real or not. A friend of mine showed me this app that will let you take your photos and invert them into different colors. If you like your sanity, I would not suggest it, because I spent an unreasonable amount of time yesterday trying to invert colors in a way that would make yesterday's test look still positive. According to that app, I haven't had a positive since cycle day 19, which is terrifying. So we're just gonna go with my delusions, and delusions mean today is my first negative. So that is on par with what I had last time. Last cycle, we triggered on cycle day 15, and I got my first negative 7 days later. This time we triggered on cycle day 16, and the therealmariela says that we got our first negative 7 days later. That means I still have 7 days till cycle day 14 for this 2-week wait to be over. You guys, I'm going bananas. Acupuncture this week helped for a little bit. Not enough. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm done testing out the trigger. I am not going to test again until next Thursday. Probably. This is so hard. So yeah, that's how this cycle has gone. It feels like it flew by. 7 days feels like they flew by, but I'm positive that the next 7 days are not going to feel that way. Luckily, I am very busy for the next few days, and in case none of you other people do this, I scheduled myself a consolation evening, just in case next Thursday does not give me the results I'm looking for. There's a musical that I really like, and it's coming to town. Well, that I think I'm gonna really like. I've never seen it before, but it's coming to town, sort of. So we bought tickets. We have somewhere to go that night, so that if I feel like doing nothing, I am forced to get out and have a good time. And I love the art. Who am I? Whatever. I love musicals and laughing and smiling and singing, so hopefully this will cheer me up in case things don't go well. I had some like weird cramping a few days ago, as I mentioned, but it was too early to be implantation cramping, so who the hell knows what that was. Haven't had any implantation bleeding, and we're right around the time period where that would happen, between now and like 3 days from now, so like now and Saturday. Now and Sunday, I don't know. But yeah, that is the update I have. That was me testing out the trigger. I will, if we have to do more cycles of this, I will probably continue to do it, because I know it's torturous, but it's, someone's walking by. This is so awkward. I know it's torturous, but I have to do this. Like, I can't exist in a world where I don't know how long the HCG is in my system. And if you are also in your 2-week wait and you've been testing out the trigger and you got your negative and you're feeling upset about it, I want you to chant something with me. A negative at this point doesn't mean shit. You don't need HCG in your system to get pregnant. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know why it's such a mindfuck to see this. Oh, I hope Twitter or YouTube doesn't censor that. So, if you are also seeing a negative and you are also freaking out, remind yourself, a negative right now doesn't mean anything. You don't need HCG to create a baby. It was just for ovulation. It did its job, and now that job is over. Okay, I'm gonna go chant that to myself for the next 7 days. Wish me luck. Bye.